Hey guys, Simon here, and we have Braid. I just paused the game to start off with just because I don't want you guys to miss the very beginning when I start the recording and all that. So the music is great. Look at that, the artwork. So I've played this game before. This is one of my favorite games. Listen to that music. It's a puzzle platformer, and I want to do a game design analysis of this game. So, I mean, it's a 2D game, so there's not much architecture in it. But I want to do a design analysis. It's a fairly short game, if I remember right. As I said, great artwork, great music, and great puzzles too. Like usually, I would recommend you guys to buy the game, play it before you watch the videos and all that. But the puzzles in this game are actually kind of difficult. Listen to that music. Yes, so the puzzles are kind of difficult, so maybe if puzzle games are not your thing, you might want to just watch it. But I really do recommend you play. Look at that. Look at the background, the parallax, the city, the lights, the colors, yellow and black. So they did it before Deus Ex. So the city at night. You see up there, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars. If you collect 8 stars in the game, you get a secret. You get a different ending to the game, but I'm not going to do that in this playthrough. Partly because it's actually kind of time consuming to do it, and also because I actually like the original, like the bad ending better. Like you get a better ending if you get the secret, but I like the bad one. World 2. Interestingly enough, we start in World 2. And you can see as we walk past the door, see the up arrow, so you've built in tutorials into the controls. And ladders are up and down. Okay, you can go into the bathroom. So you see the art style here, it's like the painting. And the music is slow, a little sad. And here you can't actually get up yet. That music is great. Hope it's not too loud. I kind of left it a little bit higher than usual just because it's so good. Look at that artwork. It's like a painting, but it's moving subtly. So it's not distracting because it's the background, but it's moving. Look at it. Amazing. So we start off in World 2, Time and Forgiveness. So already, starting off with Chapter 2, which is a little strange. Kind of like Star Wars, starting off with Chapter 4, but we'll see what happens. Tim is off on a search. Look at the background. Look at it. The book opens and stuff comes out of it, and then the background changes color. Are you serious? Look, it's dark, and then it lightens up to increase the contrast of the text, and then it's so subtle and it's so beautiful. Look at it. Like we haven't even gotten into the game yet, it's just in the menu stage, right? Tim is off on a search to rescue the princess. She has been snatched by a horrible and evil monster. This happened because Tim made a mistake. I mean, the story, the story is fairly sparse. Like it doesn't give you a lot of words, but they pack a lot of stuff into the sentences. Look at this happened because Tim made a mistake. It's a serious story. They're not wasting time with, pointless words. Not just one. He made many mistakes during the time they spent together all those years ago. So we're talking about time, mistakes, years, memories of their relationship have become muddled, replaced wholesale. But one remains clear. The princess turning sharply away, her braid lashing at him with contempt. So the name of the game is Braid, and here her braid lashing at him with contempt. The writing is so good. Like everything in this game is so good. I don't want to come across as like a complete fanboy, but like the choice of words and then everything. He knows she tried to be forgiving, but who can just shrug away a guilty lie, a stab in the back? Such a mistake will change a relationship irreversibly, even if we have learned from the mistake and would never repeat it. The princess's eyes grew narrower, she became more distant. Notice the wording. Such a mistake, irreversible? There's no mouse, I can't point to things. Irreversible, never repeat, mistake. If you've never played the game before, just kind of think about the words that are being used and then try to remember them later on as you play the game, if that's even possible. It's kind of difficult. But it's one of those things where if you play the game a second time, then you notice these words because you realize what they mean later on. Our world, with its rules of causality, has trained us to be miserly with forgiveness. By forgiving too readily, we can be badly hurt. But if we've learned from a mistake and become better for it, shouldn't we be rewarded for the learning, rather than punished for the mistake? See, serious philosophy in this game, you know. I'm not gonna dwell too much on it, but you know, they make a good point. What if our world worked differently? Suppose we could tell her, I didn't mean what I just said, and she would say, it's okay, I understand. And she would not turn away, and life would really proceed as though we had never said that thing. We could remove the damage, but still be wiser for the experience. Tim and the princess lounge in the castle garden, laughing together, giving names to the colorful birds. Who does that? Their mistakes are hidden from each other, tucked away between the folds of time. Safe. Their mistakes are hidden from each other, tucked away between the folds of time. Safe. The mistakes are safe? Crazy. Look at the words they use, and everything about this game is awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna be a fanboy, sorry. So 3 up arrow, 3 easy pieces. That's the name of this level. So again, it's the painting. And notice how the things in the foreground, see this cliff here, and the grass underneath. So this is the stuff we can interact with. And look at that, it's in sharp detail. Whereas the stuff in the background, the sky, see the sun, what is that? You can't even see what it is. I think there's like mountains and trees in the background, but they're just really vague shapes. So the stuff that is important, that you can actually interact with, is clear. The background is vague. And then you get to hear spacebar. There's a giant sign in the ground telling you what to do. So spacebar is jump. Ah, he makes a sound when he jumps too. This is such a beautiful game, just look at it. And then up arrow, we can climb. So with this tutorial, obviously, basic stuff. Spacebar will let you let go of the lattice. So arrows telling you what to do, yep. So it's all fairly... we can't push that. Fairly simple stuff. And there's spikes in the ground. I mean, if you've played enough platformers, it's pretty obvious what it is. But let's imagine that you're stupid and you've never played a platformer before. Well, I guess, you know, not that stupid, but let's pretend to be stupid. This is what happens when you die in this game. The game stops. Notice the music stops, the background also stops. And then shift. Hold shift. You hold shift, the music plays backwards. The animation moves backwards, the background becomes clearer and there's more color in it. And you walk backwards. And that is the basic premise of this game, is you can go back and forth. Hold shift to go back. But look at how the music and the background and the artwork are all consistent. Like when you reverse time, everything in the world tells you that you're reversing time, and look at the background, kind of just zoom out a little bit and then And even the music, like when you run it backwards, the music still sounds pretty good. Like they've chosen a type of music that will sound a little bit strange, but otherwise still sound pretty good even in reverse. It's a picture there. I think you jump on it. Like that, so that's your enemy. Listen to that music, it's so good. So there's a cannon there, and then there's this guy. So if you jump on them, you jump higher. So everything is obviously very easy, but it's also very natural to learn the stuff. Oops. So remember how we were talking earlier about mistakes and time and things being irreversible? You remember the introduction? You know how they said how great would it be if you could take everything back and redo things and so your mistakes are hidden and safe? This is what they mean, like they're talking about the game mechanics, but they're also making it a story out of it. You and the princess. Spacebar. So that's 3 easy pieces. We collected 3 puzzle pieces there and off we go. The Cloud Bridge. One of the stars is up there, by the way, at the top of that cliff. I'm not getting it. So we can't get past there. So there's a sound when you pick up the key, audio cues, and obviously you're holding it, so there's the visual cue as well. You can't actually drop it. That's interesting. You do drop the key when you open the door. You see the key is turned from gold to this kind of grey color.